Hello, welcome to my channel. And if you're one of my returning viewers, a special welcome back to you. So, my last front yard flower garden video update was in early August. I haven't done one since, as I've been busy entertaining during the August month. Um, now it's the end of August, and I'm now back into my happy place, which is my garden. Um, and so I thought it would be a perfect time to do a video to just give you an update as to what the garden is doing at this time of the year. It's actually August 31st, the very last day of August. Summer winding down, and I just want to take you around the garden for a brief walk, just to show you all the blooms that are going on. So starting from this very corner, which is my favorite part of the garden right now, you will see the lovely black eye Susan, which is doing beautifully and does stand out quite well in the garden. Um, Beside the black eye Susan, you will find I have me some zinnias that I've planted along there, and it's so good to have your zinnias in your garden at this time, as they really stand out in the garden. Also, my rose on its second bloom is still going strong, doing well, and as if you've watched my prior videos, you'll realize that this is my second flush of blooms. I actually pruned this rose all the way back, and now it's giving me a second flush of blooms, which have been going for a couple weeks now, 2 or 3 or so weeks, and still going strong. All right, and over back to this corner is the barberry. Yes, with its bright, brilliant fall color, or getting into that fall color, and it's just splendid. There are more zinnias, just love it. Just love the show that the zinnias are putting on right now, and being mixed in with the snapdragon. I think that's just looking lovely in this area, and more snapdragon. And I really like the performance of the snapdragon this year, because they have bloomed all summer for me. So for sure next year I will be incorporating more snapdragon in my garden. And the daylily that has slowed down in blooming, so that's that for that. And one big thing that I've done, I've divided my hostas. I've had these hostas going for quite a few years, never really get in and divide them up. So I find they were taking up a lot of space in the garden. And I've also got me a few plants on clearance, and I wanted to incorporate those plants in the garden. So I went in and did what I had to do, which was long overdue anyway, and that was to go in and divide up my hostas. So this hostas here now, it's much smaller than it used to be. Yeah, so I still have a hostas there, but now it's just the half of the size it used to be. And over here also there's another hostas. Well, this one that I've also divided, had to divide that one. And with me dividing this hostas, I was now able to get in an iris over there. And here I now have me an oriental lily. I also have me an Asiatic lily, and there's a coneflower in this little area. And these are all plants that I've gotten on clearance. You've maybe watched my video with me at Home Depot covering perennials on clearance. So these are some of the plants I've gotten at Home Depot on clearance, and I've now incorporated them into my garden. So for the iris, I've taken this from the front and I've placed it in this area because last year I didn't get any bloom from my iris. So I am hoping that this will come through for me this year and give me some beautiful blooms. So going across the garden, there's the sedum ready to put on a show, and more lovely zinnias. And I've incorporated also two coneflowers. This is the Echinacea powwow wild berry, and another color there. So I've incorporated these in the garden, also plants I got on clearance. And I was able to do that by removing a hostas that I had in this area. So there was a huge hostas here. I had to take that out to make space for these coneflowers. Also here I have my liatris. Yeah, that's that one there, and there's a pink sage going on there, and my usual dianthus. So these are the changes I've made in this area. And as I walk through the garden, I am analyzing and visualizing what I would like to see in the garden for next season. So with me analyzing and visualizing, that has helped me to get these perennials going in the garden. Also, I'm a big lover of perennials, as it's so cost effective. Also, I've done it this time of the year because this is the time where you're able to get clearance, real good clearance on your perennials. For all of these perennials, I've paid between $3 to $6, no more than $6 on these perennials, and I'm quite happy with that. So over here is the seed. I'm also putting on a show, more zinnias, and I have me there another oriental lily. I also incorporated another oriental lily in this section. And what I did, from one plant for $6, I was able to get me three separate plants. And that's another thing I look for in buying my plants. How many plants can I get from one plant? And there is more zinnias, and I just love the effect of the zinnias all over the garden as they're just standing out in their beautiful colors at this time. Okay, and going along here, you will see another black eye Susan. This one was planted last year, so it's still quite small, but giving here a pop of color, and I think that's just beautiful. And this plant that's taking on its fall color give this section of the garden a nice pop. All right, as for the hydrangea, that's still doing its thing, still looking beautiful, crowded, and but it has the space to just do its thing, so it's just doing just that. And over here, my Rose of Sharon, that's coming along, more black eye Susan. And for these are the hostases that I've moved, and I've just placed them there. So that's just a brief sneak peek at that section of the garden. So that's what the garden has been doing for late August, under the tree. Now I have more space. I will now decide what to put under here. And because it's shaded, I need to research on some shaded plants for this area to fill in this area. I thought of hostas, but I think I need a little more than hostas for this area, which is quite shaded for most of the day. All right, and back to my iris. I didn't get any bloom from my iris. Those of you who have followed me may hear me complain over and over how sad I was. So I made sure I actually took some out and put them further in the garden, and these I've made sure to have the rhizome exposed so that it can be photosynthesized, and I can get me some blooms for next spring. And over by this area that I did late in the summer extended, the sedum are now preparing to bloom, and this coral bell is a bit of color there, and this area is still a work in progress. So, and the floral arrangements, they're still doing their thing, still looking lovely. And yes, that's the barberry doing beautiful. And for here, that's where I have moved some of the irises to this location. I hope we will be getting enough sun, and I'm making sure this time that the rhizomes are being exposed, so as I said, they'll be able to be photosynthesized, and I'll be able to get some bloom come spring. So just wish me luck on that. All right. And my lovely coleus is doing good. And yes, that should be nice for when fall sets in. And another floral arrangement, all looking good. Everything is looking pretty good considering that it's the end of August. And the hanging baskets, they're still looking beautiful, still doing good. So yeah, and another basket there. Everything's still looking and doing good. Yeah. So that's what the garden has been up to for the end of August 2023. So I am quite happy with what's going on, and I'm looking forward to it getting even better come spring and for the next garden season. Okay, so that's it for today. I'm going to wrap this video up now, and as usual, I want to thank you for taking your time to watch this video, and don't forget to subscribe, comment, and give the video a thumbs up. And again, I want to thank you so much for your time, and you have yourself a great day now. Bye bye.